Hello and welcome back to the Movie Pope podcast, and Happy New Year to one and all. And today we are going to be taking a look at the trailer for The Boys, the final season, season 5. But before we dive in, remember to like, comment, subscribe. And we are reviewing this trailer with the Story Proof podcast. So if you can, check these guys out. The link will be in the description below. These guys do love movies as much as we do. So if you can, just give them a like, give them a look out, and who knows, maybe you'll find something that you'll enjoy.
Challenge accepted. Loves movies as much as us.
Well, Lee, I mean, we do need to be diplomatic here. I know you like to. I do know you like to fan about with your papal robes and having people kowtow to you and asking you for your advice on movies. But there are other channels that do love movies as much as you do.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely, I can very much concede this.
So I think it's safe to say that most of us in this room have either seen The Boys or are familiar with The Boys and kind of dig what they're doing, because they take the whole superhero genre and kind of turn it on its head, right? Yeah. Whereas traditionally superheroes have been seen as like these ultimate good guys who can't do no wrong. Here they're basically sucking and fucking and everything in between, to say the least. Now, when we last left off with season 4, Homelander basically got the upper hand on everybody. He got the drop on everybody, and Billy Butcher and his crew, they pretty much got taken into custody, except for Billy Butcher, who knows where the hell he went. But I just want to get your guys' thoughts on this before we actually take a look at the trailer and give our thoughts here. Bradley, I know you and I have had some discussions about The Boys in the past. What were your thoughts about season 4 and how it ended?
I gotta give it to him. Did not go where I thought it was going.
They've always done a lot of good, like bad guy character building in this. But it was getting to a point with the original 7 where you're only getting down to 2 or 3 at this point. So the new members that they did,
the idea of Homelander being the leader, but not like the intellectual leader of the group anymore, I thought was really interesting. I like that we finally got to see Tech Knight. We finally got the Boys version of Batman. Didn't see him do a lot, but I kind of like that he was there. And I mean, yeah, it just went a lot of crazy directions. The end of it was bonkers. I like that. I recently read something about what happened with Billy and why he developed powers the way he did. About what it actually is.
It kind of reminds me of have you guys seen the Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of reminds me of the horror, that Ben, he's got I think he opens up his chest or something. You got like a Cthulhu monster coming out and attacking everybody. That's what I thought was kind of like a weird parallel between him and Ben. Especially since Ben is dead and Butcher is pretty much getting close to the end on his part.
Yeah, what I had read was that when he was taking the Temp V, it caused him to develop the tumor, and then the last time that he took Temp V, it actually put the Temp V into the tumor instead of him. So that's like where his powers came from. Is it's not actually his powers, it really is the now super powered tumor that he has, and that's where the tentacles come from. That's where, oh god, I'm trying to think, I can't think of the character's name, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan, that's where
the hallucination,
the hallucinations. I will say there's a really nice detail, bit of a spoiler for some people who haven't seen it, when he Newman at the end of the season. I like that he covers her eyes with the tentacle. I like that's a very smart little detail, because if he didn't, chance she could have popped his head. So I was like, I like that. That's one of those things where they don't have to say anything about it, they just do it, and I'm like, that's smart, that's good. And hearing Kimiko talk was really cool.
Well, she only said one word. It's kind of like she's kind of like Maggie Simpson,
Progress.
Speaking of which, do you guys hear Lindsay Lohan is going to be voicing, Maggie Simpson?
I do that.
Yeah. So
yeah, I saw that one.
So let's go ahead and get started, and we can just chat about it afterwards. So let's go ahead and take a look at The Boys, the final season, and furthermore, will we see a reunion of some of the cast from Supernatural? Let's see.
Yes, the answer is yes for sure.
We ain't surviving this fucking war. We are dead men walking.
I'm gonna keep fighting. And if you can't, then I'm just gonna fight for both of us.
You wouldn't be the first to throw their life away in a war. But you
Oh,
would be
they're
the
so
first
cute.
to save the world doing it. So how about it, you lot? One last go?
Perfect concept.
I wonder what Billy's talking about that he convinces all of them to join him again after all
Well, I
the
guess
shit that's gone on.
I'll take that as a yes.
Well, she's not talking, so.
A reckoning is coming.
That's the part I need.
Oh, there we go. There's
Yep,
our
there it
Supernatural team up.
Even if I have to drag your broken fucking carcasses over the finish line, we are going all the way, no matter the cost, till the job's fucking done.
April 8th, gents. That's how long we have to wait for the final
Yeah.
season. But we did see Jared Padalecki for a brief shot right there. And I did hear that the guy who played what's his name? Castiel the Angel.
Misha
Misha
Collins.
Collins.
Misha Collins, yep, he's supposed to be
Brad.
yeah, he's supposed to be in the he's supposed to be in the final season as well. So Eric Kripke is, slowly bringing everybody from the from the Supernatural show onto
That's
this
what
one.
bringing Angel into the fight, right? Like we got all these superheroes already, so you can just throw something like that in, and you wouldn't bet an eye to it.
We need Mark Shepard.
Yeah,
That's the one we really need.
I would well the chick who plays the armor in the Mandalorian. I mean, she was in Supernatural. I think she played like the Darkness or God's sister or something like that.
Yeah, Amara.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if she like had a brief appearance in there too. I haven't seen or heard anything. Did you guys hear anything about
No.
that?
Mm, yeah.
Padalecki and Misha Collins were the only two I had heard about.
I think those are the only two that we actually care about. Actually,
Those are the main ones, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones that were there when Eric Kripke was still running the Supernatural show. I don't even think Shepard came in until like after that, did he?
Yeah,
Shepard wasn't in there till like, I don't know, season 3 or 4.
Yeah. Well, Kripke would have still been running that one then, but
Yeah. But I mean, you've also got Jim Beaver, his minute for a hot minute.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, in terms of story wise, I mean, from what we've seen, I mean, Homelander's got, he's got Soldier Boy like frozen in his little apartment. So Lord knows what he's got planned up there. Do you think this will finally be we finally get to see the conclusion of the fight between Billy Butcher and Homelander? Because I'm assuming he's beating the crap out of Butcher or something like that.
I don't know. That him punching is the most interesting part of that to me, because I'm like, first off, who the fuck is he hitting that is taking 3 or 4 hits from him? Like,
Well,
that is a
I will say this, right? My speculation is that at that stage, Homelander's lost his powers. That's gonna be my guess.
So do you think they might have like managed to use Soldier Boy to kind of create that, I guess, EMP to kind of render him powerless, or what?
I don't know how they're going to quite do it, right? I don't have that, but I think that Billy's going to pretty much sacrifice himself. He's going to kill himself in the process, but he's going to totally take out Homelander there at the end. That's my speculation. And I think the fighting you see is probably Homelander just frustrated that he has got no powers, he's nothing, and that's going to be the ultimate middle finger from Billy Butcher to Homelander at the end. That's what my prediction is.
So you think Billy Butcher's going to make the ultimate sacrifice? He's going to take one for the team in order to take down Homelander. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. He knows his time is up. He knows that he has a solution for everything. He's been talking about it for so long. That's going to be the ultimate end for him, and I think that's going to strip Homelander of his powers. And I think that might be a part of what you're seeing is, like you pointed out, Homelander could one punch anybody to death, but now he's not able to, and that's got to be. I think that's that point of frustration, kind of him holding that punch at the end, knowing that whatever he's doing is totally meaningless now.
Yeah.
So what about Soldier Boy? How does he factor? Sorry, how does Soldier Boy factor into this then? Because it's kind of a weird move for him to kind of have Soldier Boy stuck in his apartment. Like that's a weird place to put a frozen guy.
Well, we also saw in the trailer that they were standing side by side. They were standing in front of each other at something. So we know he doesn't just, kill him or keep him frozen the whole time. We know there is going to be an interaction of some kind.
Yeah, because you remember, was it season 3 or season 4 where he finds out that his dad is Soldier Boy, and Soldier Boy at one point says, I wanted the best for you, what father didn't, but then he kind of expresses disappointment too at the way that Homelander behaves. It's kind of like, well, you're a bit of a softie, If I were Ryan, I would have like toughened you up,
Yeah.
That old school parenting, like I didn't raise any sissies or anything like that. So
that's one thing I was curious about with him punching like that is I was wondering if it's Ryan.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah,
because I when I was thinking about the people that could take it from him like that and potentially survive more than one hit, there's only like 4 people I can think of, and it's literally Maeve, Soldier Boy, Billy when he was on Temp V, and possibly Ryan.
But how far would they have to get where Ryan decides I've got to take my dad down? Like he's totally lost.
They were hinting at it pretty hard last season because we got to see the much darker side of Ryan. We got to see his sadistic side come out, but we did also see him stand up to Homelander in that like Christmas special thing.
Yeah.
But then he also kills Mallory at the end. So it's like he's messed up to say the least.
But do you think that there might be like a redemption story arc then for this season for Ryan?
Hoping for it, but man, they've just made Ryan darker and darker as we've gone on. I'm like, I just don't know if I see it anymore.
I mean, for me, what would be interesting is to see what role Jared Padalecki plays in that, right? Because they've been pretty mum about that, but obviously for those who remember Supernatural from way back in the day, we don't really care what role he plays, just as long as he and Jensen Ackles have some screen time together.
Yeah.
He had a very villain-like stare to me. Like I could tell when he was looking at it, he was a bad guy. So I've seen the Jared Padalecki stare down when he's not in his right mind, and I saw that right there. So,
well, April 8th. Gents, is when The Boys season 5 comes out, so be sure to check that out, everybody, and let us know down in the comments below what your thoughts are. This episode will air on both the Movie Pope and Story Proof channels, so check it out. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, guys.